under Unit 5, Social Issues, we have a very, what we call as a pathetic poem over here, that is abandoned. What is abandoned? That is left by everybody, not taken care of. That is called abandoned. So, the word abandon itself is an abusive word. And Mother Teresa, very rightly she called it, it is a disease. Abandon, it is a disease. Why? The person who is abandoned, he feels like that. That is unwanted. Abandon is unwanted. Unwanted, she called very rightly, it is a disease that can never be cured. That is, abandonment, why it comes? That is attachment. We don't have an attachment. We don't want the attachment. We want to keep them aloof, leave them aloof, sidelined. Right? We can see in many of the corporate offices, right? If a person is not rightly working, he will be sidelined, abandoned. Yet nobody will be consulting him, nobody will be talking to him. That is a kind of punishment given to him. So, Mother Teresa called it as a disease. It's okay. If it is a human being, grown-up human being, abandonment may not be a punishment. I called only may not be. It is a punishment, no doubt, but he may not feel it is a punishment. Right? But if it is a child of 2 days or 3 days child, then if that kid, that newly born kid is abandoned, thrown into the dustbin, right? We have to think about the circumstances, why such a grave action has been taken, right? How evil it is. Doesn't the mother feel guilty about it? That means simply the kid was thrown, the baby was thrown, the child was thrown into a dustbin. What are the feelings of the kid, of the child? How stone-hearted is the mother? Why was she made to throw her child? Right? That is the poem over here. Why? The abandonment is, that is discarding itself, is a great disease of the society. Great disease for the man concerned, no. For the human being concerned, for the being concerned, no. I call it is a disease for the society. Till today we are abandoning, we are keeping certain people aloof, and we are keeping certain people untouchables. That is itself a disease in the mind of the people of the society. And here in one way we are talking, or our constitution says, everybody having the equal rights to do anything. But at the other hand, we are reading day in and day out in the newspapers that certain children or certain babies are being abandoned in the dustbins. And we are having many orphanages. Many orphanages, that is in our chapter 1 or unit 1, we read about Sudha Murthy. She is running many orphanages. Why? Because this kind of production has become more. That is parentless children. How they have come? Because of this only. It is a very grave situation of the society, a grave face of the facet of the society. Right? Now, let us read what is the content of this poem, Abandoned. Abandoned to the garbage bin, dustbin, garbage bin. Dustbin we have at our houses, a very small one. Garbage, that is the bigger one, right? And the garbage is shifted in the trucks. You can see a very yellow one, a very big one, right? That way garbage bin In that one, abandoned to the garbage bin with mosquitoes and insects eating its tiny fingers away. Little baby crying for help as foul smells make its play, irradiating from disposed bacteria. Unheard shrieks of the baby's hysteria die in eerie silence of the night, an outcast of destiny. Outcast of destiny. An outcast. What is this outcast? Unwanted by the society, by the caste. Why it should happen? See, here the poet or poetess, whosoever, she is questioning the society. If at all this is the situation, how a society can form? Why it has been thrown? Because it is the offspring of an outcast. Outcast, that means where the girl and boy, they are from different classes or different castes. The society doesn't accept this union. How far? How long? That is the question put over here. And there, the people are ready to kill somebody brutally. The society could kill a certain baby brutally, but they don't want to accept this kind of union. That is outcast union they don't want. You see how dismal is the question over here. Right? Once again, abandoned to the garbage bin with mosquitoes and insects eating its tiny fingers away. Very tiny means this finger to this finger. Do we have any separation? Yes, we have separation. All the 5 fingers are separate. But the baby itself, it has 4 limbs. Very tiny, very smooth, very delicate limbs she has. The trunk, it is very delicate. Right? The nose, delicate, very delicate. Eyes, they are opening and they are getting shut. And the fingers, because the hands and the legs, they are movable parts of the body. They are moving. But those tips of the fingers, very delicate and what we can say very normal, and we have very softness, smoothness. That kind of smoothness and we cannot find anywhere. That smooth tiny fingertips, they are being eaten by the ants, insects and even rats. And if a stray dog, if it finds this baby edible, it may eat. You see, the mother has thrown the baby out. Right? That is, the most affectionate hurt in the whole world is we call the mother's hurt. A boy seeks the hand of a queen, and that queen asks the boy to bring his mother's hurt to her. The boy runs to the mother and asks the hurt to marry that queen. The mother gives the hurt. Take it. Baba, you go. You give it to her. And before nightfall, you have to give it. Run, she says. The boy was running. And the hurt cries, my dear boy, run, but be careful. You may fall down and you may be hurt. You see, that is mother's hurt. And that mother's hurt could able to discard her own kid into the garbage bin. Now you can understand what made her to do so. What made her to close her hurt, shut her hurt completely for the kid, newborn kid. She was knowing that when she is putting the kid into the garbage bin, she was very well knowing that her baby may be subjected to the ants and the mosquitoes and all the other insects. They may inflict some kind of harm to the child. They were knowing. She was knowing. Right? Even then, she put it into the garbage bin. Eating its tiny fingers away, little baby crying for help. She was crying. Why? It is paining. She was not knowing that she was crying for the help. But the poetess says, or the poet says, that she was crying for the help. Why? Because the hands and legs, the limbs were up and they are motioning towards up. When we ask a certain thing, we put our hands up. Oh God, give me the rain. That way we put the hands up. Because the limbs are up, the child's limbs are up, here the poetess says that the baby is crying for help. Help, which she is crying for something. Right? Now, when she was crying, the baby was crying, what is coming up? As foul smells make its play. Foul smell, the garbage means, you know, all the things will be dumped into it. Half-eaten things and half-cut vegetables and all these things, whether it is a what we call as a liquid wastage or a dry wastage, solid wastage, everything we are putting over there. And if it is accumulated for certain amount of time, it will be giving a stink, a foul smell it will be emitting. And there the foul smell started playing, it is coming, it started coming. Why? The kid is just putting its legs and hands up and down, it is playing with its hands. As it is playing with the hands and legs, the foul smell is also playing out, it is coming out. Irradiating from disposed bacteria, and it is irradiating. The foul smell, it is going out of that dustbin or garbage bin. Why? The bacteria has already started working on the wastage, whether it is a dry wastage or liquid wastage or whatsoever, it started wet wastage maybe. The bacteria has already started working on that, and so the radiation started, foul smell started spreading all over. Not only foul smell, but the diseases started spreading from that. And what is the indication over here? The bacteria is started irradiated from there. Now her help, the cry, her help, is it heard by anybody? It is unheard, uncared for. Though the baby was crying in the dustbin, garbage bin, it is unheard. Is it really unheard? It is heard, but uncared. Nobody cares. Why I should take care of that? Somebody must have thrown it out, right? Some nasty woman must have thrown the baby out. Here it is termed as nasty woman, a bad woman, a wretched woman. They put it. But what made her put the baby out? She would have taken the baby into her lap and would have milked the baby, feed the baby with the milk, right? She would have fed the baby with her milk. But here she has thrown it out into the dustbin. What made her so? Nobody is talking about that. Nobody is thinking about that. Simply they think what a wretched woman she is, that she could not take care of the baby and she had put it in the garbage bin. Nobody is caring. Unheard. That is the word over there. Unheard shrieks of babies' hysteria. The babies, once we just suppose I have fallen down, right? And I cry with a pain. Okay. And I tried to stand, but I could not. I have seen my leg has been fractured. I could not stand. Then I cry once again. Okay. Now third stage. When I see nobody is taking care, then I cry hysterically. Why? I got panicky. I am frightened. I may be lying here for a day and night. Nobody will be taking care of me. And with that comes hysteria. And with that I will be crying. Now the baby started crying, weeping and asking for, seeking for help. She cannot of course seek for the help, but her hands and legs are protected upward, and so the poetess has called here, she was calling for the help. As she was unheard, she started crying hysterically. You see how beautifully she has put. Hysterically, die in eerie silence of the night. the hysterical cries, right? It is dying into the night because the night grew itself, and slowly the night is falling silent. The day long we can see many kinds of sounds will be emitted. We can hear them, right? If the day is silent and still, we feel something bad is going to happen. So the day should be buzzing. It should have a sound with it. But as the night grows, the sounds go down. They fall silent. And also here the baby was crying. Whole day long she cried. How far she can cry? Right? From the beginning, she has seen there is no help. There is no attendance over there for the help. And so hysterically she cried. And then how long? The cry is also going down, becoming silent. Why it is so? Because the baby is an outcast. Can I go and take care of the baby? No. I may be walking from the side of that garbage bin. I may look into garbage bin. I might have seen the little girl over there or the baby over there. I may walk along. I will not be taking care. Why? Because here an outcast of destiny. Durbhagyuralu, Daurbhagyuralu, Daurbhagyudu. That way I turn and go away. If not, he is a Daurbhagyudu, he or she would not be having a place in that garbage bin. That way I conclude and I walk away. It's labored breath. Now the breath, whole day long it is crying over there. The breath has started labored. Kastanga తీసుకుంటోంది ఊపిరి. Why? That is only left in her body. Not even a single drop of liquid is there, water is there, or a bit of food is there, and only the air is coming and going inside and outside. And that itself, it is becoming labored. కష్టతరంగా ఊపిరి పీల్చుకుంటోంది. Racing in quick gasps. Now, the lamp you can see. The lamp, when the oil is there, it will be steadily burning. And when the oil is coming down, layer is coming down, you can see the unsteady flame. And when it is completely gone, oil is gone completely, dried up, right? Then you can see the flame will be hesitating. That means it is moving this side and that side. Fluttering, we call it. The flame flutters, right? Likewise here, the day long she was crying and she doesn't have any liquid food in her stomach and there is no strength even, and whenever she is or it is taking breath in and out, it is a grasp. That way the baby was taking grasps. Gasps, forced lonely like crap, as if it is a crapping sound, it is forced out whenever it is taking the breath. Now there is no crying at all. Only this is the only means with which we can understand the baby is still alive. With cyanosed lips. The lips are there. It did not get wet since long. They have cracks and they have some kind of a faint color. That is here cyanosed, cyanosed lips. Sea blue nose and fingertips. Now the death, that is the indication of death started. Where? At the tips of the fingers and at the tip of this nose. Means whatever part is protruded outside your body, they get the first glimpse of the death. So the death has been indicated here with sea blue. Sea blue color had started creeping slowly into the body of this kid. From where? Right from the nose and right from the tips of the fingers. Earlier they were rosy in color. Right now, the blueness, the sea blueness, it is creeping inside the body. Sea blue nose and fingertips, its tattered and torn, dirty wrap. Now, the baby will not be thrown as it is. She will be wrapped up with some cloth that is dirty, because the baby was making it wet, right? And everything the baby has done over there. And moreover, the baby has been thrown. The mother might be some from poor class. She was not having a very good cloth with her. So that was a torn cloth. Torn and dirty. Dirty because of the child has done it. Torn because that is shows the mother's condition. Right? Because these two, the poet has introduced the mother and the baby both. You see, dirty and torn. Why torn? Because the mother is not rich enough to keep a very good cloth. And why dirty? Since morning, from the time when she was thrown away, that has not been removed or altered or changed. It is there with the baby, and so it is dirty. Right? So, it's tattered, tatter means torn, tattered and torn, dirty wrap, a filthy black cat, its tattered and torn dirty wrap, make it shiver in freezing grasp. The baby is feeling uncomfortable. Why uncomfortable? The wrap is not completely protecting the body. And why uncomfortable? Though the wrap is wrapped around the body of the baby, it had made it dirty already. It had made the cloth wet. And as the night is growing, the coldness is also increasing. The cool atmosphere is also increasing. So because of these two reasons, the baby already the blueness started, and it is shivering with this coolness and with this dirtiness, and because it is tattered, because it is torn. Right? How minutiously the poet has described the condition of the abandoned child. You can see to here. Make it shiver in freezing grasp. The grasp, earlier it is said she is breathing, but the breathing is not even. It is in grasps. This is grasping, means it is not taking the breath also in a uniform manner. We take in uniform manner, right? And freezing grasp. At this moment it may be freezed. At that moment it may be frozen. Right? Any moment the grasp may stop. To say that freezing grasp has been put over here. Freezing grasp, a filthy black cat edges onto the hold bin, searching for easy rats, and finds its food. Tearing at the babe's hair with their sharp teeth, gnawing at its ears to complete their feed. As the cat jumps in with a screeching meow, the rats let loose a click squeak. A bloody chose ensues, the only sin of the infant being born. You see, a cat found what? The baby? No. Then the cat's food. What is the cat's food? The cat's food is the rat. Where are the rats? The rats are around the baby. What are they doing? They are nibbling, they are gnawing at the baby, because undone, she cannot protect herself, the baby. She is exposed to all kinds of insects, bacteria, mosquitoes, ants and rats. Right? The rats, as the day fallen into night, turned into night, the rats have come and they pounced on the easy food. It is appeared over there. Right? The human being. It is a very tasty food. They started gnawing on it. Gnawing means what? To put the teeth forward and tear the body That is called gnawing. Right? So they started doing it. A cat found n number of rats around the baby, and they are engaged in eating their food, and it is by chance to have my food. What is that one? Rat. It jumped over it. Jumped over the rats which are feasting on the baby. So after putting all this pathetic scene before you, the question arises, what is the fault of the baby? She has been punished by the parents in such a manner. Whole day long she was in the same dustbin or garbage bin. From the morning till evening, mosquitoes were there, insects were there, bacteria was there, stink was there, ants were there, rats started eating. Since morning till that time, she doesn't have anything in the body. And the breath also, which was even earlier, it has become uneven by this time. For this pathetic condition, what kind of sin the baby has done? Only sin what? She has taken birth. So, is it a punishable, that means a punishable sin, punishable crime of the baby? That is the question put over here. What kind of a sin she has done? The mother must have done the sin, or the father must have done the sin, or the society must have done the sin, but not the newborn. She has come into this world to become something. She has a purpose when she comes into this world, and that purpose we are cutting, we are chopping it, right? So now, tearing at the babe's hair with their sharp teeth, the rats have the sharpest teeth. We have learned the story. That is, a rat helps the lion to come out of the net. That we have many times read it since our KG class. Right? Now, gnawing at its ears, the baby's ears are protruded out. It has come out, projected out. And that is the sweet food for the rats. Fingers, sweet food for the rats. Nose, sweet food for the rat. And so they pounce on it. They are eating everything whatsoever has come out of the body of the baby. To complete their feed, why they are gnawing at? They are making their feast over the body of the baby. As the cat jumps in with a screeching meow, the cat, when it is jumping, it made a sound meow and it pounced on one of the rats. The rats let loose. They all have gone away, leaving the baby there. Let loose. A clicking squeak. That way they went out, making a squeak of the sound, they went away. The bloody chores ensues, the only sin of the infant. This all chores, whatever I have read, whatever I have explained, this is it not bloody? Bloody means a very heinous. Is it not heinous? Is it not a bad scenery which I have described here? Yes, it is a bad scenery. We cannot love it. We ought to hate it. Right? If at all we are going from the side, our bile will be coming out. That means we will be omitting. That way we may hate it. So that shows, and this difficulty, why the baby is facing, why ensues, why it has come out, why it has emerged out of this is the only sin the baby has done is what? To take birth, being born. Puttuke papama, that is the question Dr. Suraya Nasim put to us. And now, when we have read this beautiful, of course, a pathetic poem, we should know something about the author even.